Hello and welcome to Streaming Mad. I am your host, Ludifex, and today, once again, we will be playing Quern, which is a Myst-like game is the best way to describe it at the moment. We will be delving into various mysterious places that are deserted with weird mechanics, and we have inventory this time, which is cool. We have puzzles that are really weird, which are bad. But altogether, we will get through this. So what happened last time is that we had the overworld, where we were able to go around and find stuff, discover all kinds of interesting science experiments, and all sorts of principles about the way this world works, ultimately causing us to lower a tower into the ground and letting us go down into the island itself. So we are now underground, figuring out what the hell is going on. So when this eventually loads, if this eventually loads, but it has to this point loaded eventually each time, we will find out what happens next. So the freezing is part of the process, so just sit back, relax, listen to the sound of my voice. You're getting sleepy. Sleepy. Okay, no. No, we don't want to hypnotize you yet. Hypnotizing you is probably not the best way to handle this. Oh, interesting. We're having a little bit of... I had a few drop frames in there, but okay. We looks like we're good. Okay. So this is... I'm going to call it the workshop, for lack of a better terminology. We were able to find our way down into the depths of this area. And we have a bunch of inventory items, which I can give you a relatively quick rundown. Green crystal lets us teleport to places once we've lit lenses between things. So let me go this way, it's easier. This, which is a power source for a bunch of things. Apparently, one second here, I can't connect to chat here, so I'm going to reload and hope that everything goes well. You guys are doing okay, right? You know, you're good, yep, okay, looks like we're good. Power source. This is a sconce to put other torch-like things, like this red thing, which sets things on fire. This is a useless item that I really wish I didn't have to hold on to anymore, but I kind of have to. And blue allows us to see secret messages written on walls and the like. This is something we just got, which is apparently the key to something else, but we don't know what it is yet. So right now, it's a brick with some weird faceted thingamabobbers in it. So good for us. And just in case we can't... it doesn't look like we can click on anything. Some of these you actually can click on. Like, I wonder if... Nah, it doesn't let us. So yeah, cool deal. And we had to solve a few puzzles involved using some keys and stuff. And so the last thing we do was pick up that brick thing. And I think we're at least temporarily done with this room. So the last thing we did was open this door with this key thing, which looks like we can't use it anymore. So I think that is just permanent thing. Oh, this is a torch sconce. So normally we need power here, and when we do that, something happens. And we cannot walk off into the void, which is normally a good thing, but okay, then we'll leave that there for the moment because I don't see an improved thing. So I guess our next destination is in here. So there are not a lot of things here. Okay, so there's yellow... So orange crystal is the low power crystal. We had turned our orange crystal into that white crystal, which is a source of power here. Actually, I'm curious what changes. This may or may not be running anything in here. No, that is running either way. So that's that's another power source of some kind. So my assumption is that... Who here has played The Witness? My assumption is that this is a puzzle in the vein of The Witness, where ultimately we will be... So there's two places this can start. Okay, so I think that the goal is going to be to... What the hell is that? So I think ultimately the goal is to drive the energy somewhere, but I don't know where. This thing kind of indicates that it might be the thing we want to put the energy into, because it has the white light, which is the same as this thing up here, but I honestly can't tell you. I wish I could. The problem is that the same problem is in the witnesses here, is you can't see all of the sides at once. So it's a tricky puzzle to deal with. And that added on to the fact that I don't know what is the correct thing to do. I'm just seeing if anything else has any interesting endpoint thingies on it. Because this one has a thing that goes down. Okay, so let's see. If this is the thing it has to get to, it has to come up from the bottom. It has something that goes across and loops back up like that. Okay, so we do have that. And so if that's the case, then it has to be like this, which means that doesn't make much sense. So unless there's a way for me to... Okay, so the other... Okay, there's a couple ways to do this. This one loops around like so. So my thought process is, if this needs to go, something needs to go up into this as an energy source, energy sink, the thing below it has to be pointed up, and things that point up have to make sense at their other end. It's like this one makes no sense. Similarly, this one makes no sense because even though it lets us move up then down, if we move farther, we notice that it goes back up through that guy. So those two make no sense. This one's fine. This one makes no sense. So by process of elimination, assuming I'm correct, which is a big assumption, granted, then this has to be the one that is going up. So similarly, let's take a look at these two. So it has to go up through here. This one has to go up, around, and down through there. So far, so good. And yeah, that actually works. Let's assume this has to go straight up here. Okay, could be that it goes through there. Let's see how this meets up. It meets up fine. Okay, then. So, in theory, if we keep on turning this, we should get to a point where it works. And there we go. So, that was easier than I expected. And apparently, I wasn't wrong. We got this metal bracket thing, which seems to fit with this guy up here, but I guess it just was to indicate what it is. It looks like there are 3 parts that we are going to need like that. Now, where we're going to use that is another question entirely. Let's take a look to make sure we didn't miss anything in here, because trust me, we've missed things before. Okay, looks like all that stuff is mined out. Okay, so this is the base of that tower that I was mentioning, so upside is up there. It doesn't look like there's anything else here that we can do. We can take a look at this more closely. Okay, there's 2 screw-like thingies in there. Oh, it looks like... Oh, the brick probably goes in there, doesn't it? Alright, where are you, brick? There you are, brick. There we go. Yep, well, there you have it. We have our... And somehow it took it back automatically. So, we have one piece of the metal thingy, and now we get to move on. I guess this is the return button, and this is the go where we need to go. Hey, you're taking control away from me. I don't like that. Oh, I see. Well, someone had to get me out of here. Down, down, underground. The underground square. Now, it looks rather circular to be a square, but Then again, what do I know? So it looks like those the metallic piece I have fits in here. And causes that to happen. Wonderful. And it looks like that's somewhat permanent. That one's already open, so I'm guessing one's going to open that, one's going to open that, one's going to let me go upward. Well, hopefully down, because up would be deadly. So, good. Brilliant. Wonderful. The left tunnel. Well, that's a creative name. I feel like they might be running out of ideas here. Okay. So we have ladders with a destination of over there, and we have lots of doohickeys. So many doohickeys, it's not even funny. Okay, so that's some kind of feed type thing. So there are these switches, but it looks like the switches can't be moved, or am I doing this wrong? So it looks like I need to put the switches in the right place and then pull the lever to have something happen, because it looks like it's causing something to happen. It doesn't look like there's something that's supposed to fit into this area below. Alright, let's look around a bit. So we should be able to... I guess it won't let us climb up until we have a complete ladder. Are there any other items around here that are useful? So the ropes are connected via some pulley system to their equivalent side here. Okay, let's see here. None of the items seem to be really doing much. Alright, let's see if there's any secret writing. Look at it for secret eating. Hi, Marcy. Okay. Looks like this is pretty much it. So my theory is that we're missing something. So it looks like the thing that we can change are all of these things. So it includes the area underneath. That would indicate that we need to have something to put there, doesn't it? And nothing here seems to be doing anything. Are these cobblestones going to tell us anything? Should we go back outside and see if there's another way around or in or something? I'm going to say let's do one more pass outside, see what's going on. Is there anything I might have missed? The world is pretty small at the moment, so I don't think I've missed anything truly vital. That's just closed, although look, there's a gap in the bridge over there, so that's going to be fun. The whole area is fairly pretty, I have to say. Yeah, I'm thinking it's got to be somewhere in here. Now, what the dang blaggit are you gonna be a-doing here? Dag nabbit. What did I... What? Oh. Weights. We have weights. I guess it was on that plate there. It's kind of like... Interesting. So I'm guessing that's what we have to use. So, okay. Can't put anything back on there, so that seems to indicate... Alright, so... Okay. Okay, so there's some kind of stop that it's putting out there. Okay, let's stop futzing about with this and see what effect it has on the rest of the world, shall we? So it looks like the amount things move is based on what kind of weights we have there. Oh, I see. We have more than one destination here. Good to know. All right, so I'm going to assume that for the bottom one, we need to move it as far as possible, which means the one that's hooked up there, we're going to put both weights on. I guess that'll do, unless order does matter. Oh, right. That's whee! Okay, cool. We'll probably either have to find more weights like this. Exactly. And then figure out the next thing. So this is the reset button. Gotcha. Alright, so our next goal is probably to get to the second level, which is right behind there. So that one's probably going to need a heavy, that's a light, and that one needs a heavy. Okay, because we need a heavy to get it out of the way, because otherwise we can't get past it. So, that one needs a heavy. That one needs a heavy. And that one needs a light. There might be actually 3 different weights, so it could be that I'm just doing it wrong. This is hypothesis, so... Okay, I think we need to swap the top one has to be the heaviest one, and the other one has to be because of that. Oh, but I was right otherwise. That's good. Okay, so the middle one needs to be the lighter. This one is heavy. This one is the light. Whoop, wrong one. This one is the light. There we are. Aren't we happy now? There we go. Told you we could do it. Alright, this one I don't know what its weight is in comparison. But at least we have a starting point. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Fine. So I didn't see how far heavy went for that one. Let's find out. So that would be the high one, this guy. Too far. So we needed to go... Let's give it the middle one then. There's multiple middles now, isn't there? Let's try this one. Okay, nope. Let's try this one. Okay, let's assume that's the right one. Bottom one, I'm going to say, which is this one, is going to need the second lightest one. Let's find out. Nope, it needs second lightest. I thought I did that right. I guess not. Let's try that again. No, I put the wrong one on there. This one. Yeah, okay. This one needs what is now the middle one. And this one needs the other two, I'm pretty sure. Let's try it and see what happens. Oh, nice. Problem solved. And away we go. Thank you. The corridor. Again, not the most creative name in the world. Oh, interesting. So this is a slot for various things. So we could either... So I'm guessing we need to have the teleport thing built on here. But let's first take a look at what we've got, huh? Okay. It looks like this is adjusting the direction of something. And branches to eventually get in here. Okay, so we eventually want to get over here. Okay, so we're going to need our green crystal. Actually, I kind of want to put my red crystal in there just because I can. Setting anything on fire yet? Are we good? Okay, no. Put the green in for right now. We'll put a red in later if we're feeling adventurous. So I'm guessing... Okay, so these are the directions that we have to go, I guess. So like in this case, it's saying it has to go there and up, and then everything else goes straight across, if I understand correctly. That doesn't make sense, though. At least not directly. Nope, nothing there to teleport to yet. Okay. Thing is, there's no feedback. I don't really know what is... Okay, there are three things. There's the bar. There's... the arrows. Each one has 2 arrows and 1 bar. I guess there's nothing that says it has to be... Oh, I see. Okay, so the idea is that each of them is a path that we have to take. And each time we do this, I guess it's reversed the other way around. We have to put the arrows the right way. And it's not that it's like a straight line here, because there are no straight lines. These two are 90-degree turns, so we have to put them in the right place for that. So this one, if we have it go up, it'll go straight into the other one. So let's do that. Okay, this is all, of course, a guess. This is just me making shit up as I go along. All right, that one is pointing the right direction, because it'll go straight through. Let's go that way, and that, yep, it is done. And then we have to do that with C next, but let's start with B, shall we? Because why make things? So many mirrors. Mirrors upon mirrors. So this is C, huh? Not sure. I guess C is going to bounce off into a different direction. Oh, we're going to have another set of these guys. Let's see if we can open this door. All right, first off, let's take a picture, right? Right. We can't get through there yet. But let's try to get to C first and see what happens. We do need that information. There's no doubt there. Okay, so now we're going to get to C instead. So we want to reflect downwards to get up there. Yeah. And is it this way? I think so. Well, we'll find out in a moment, won't we? And coming from up. Yep, and there goes C. So let's see if we can get somewhere. Nope. Not in the slightest. Oh, there's a thing underneath B there. Let's get back to B then. Fine. Boing, 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 boing. Ow. All right, there was a switch thing. Oh, that's just the palm panel thing. Okay. So the question is, what the hell can we do? Oh, whatever I just did. Oh. Hi? I guess we're underwater right now. Yes, well, I suppose we are underwater, aren't we? Oh, remember how I mentioned about the red? This is so much trying to do the red thing that this makes lots of sense. So we want to send a red signal into E. Does this give us a path back to the... No, it does not. So we're going to have to do this. Oh, boy. They're just trying to make us a pain in the neck, aren't they? Okay, so we have a cap over this, and we want to drop, which means we have to get to E first. Which means... Alright, to get to E... Okay, what do we have at our disposal? We have a straight... With 2 modes, wonderful. Each of them have 2 modes. It looks like they're both... Okay, L's or... Okay. So C, for example, has to go up. So we have to turn it into this mode, and then rotate it around until it's nice and comfortable in the right place. Fine. Straight, L, straight. Okay. So going... Right. Can we just open this door already? I already know what I need to do. Fine. Okay, so we need to flip that, tilt that. Okay, we got that right. With any luck... Have a little fire, Scarecrow! So it looks like it did work, because you can see the red thing way over there. And now we have to go back to B, so we can reset all of this crap. On the ground. Yep, burnt through. There we go. And it's shining over into that next area there, which I have no idea what it is, but we have to get the other path. Alright, so in this case, the only way we can get to D is through here. Okay, so we need a straight L up, straight L that way. Let's make sure we got this right, because I don't want to come back. I think we have it. Okay. Direction wrong, didn't I? Looks like it's working. All right, and into the fray. Underwater hideaway. Wonderful. You know, you'd think that there'd be an easier way to get in here, but I guess the great inventor has his plans for us.
Wasting time. This phrase has no rhyme or reason. After the centuries I've spent working, I needed a calm and quiet place. I originally built this facility to explore the depths of the ocean and to research, but eventually I spent more time resting here. This was the only place where I could hide from her. She judges me for demolishing long-forgotten buildings on an abandoned island, while she is directly responsible for much greater destruction. And after she told me about their failure, she dared asking me to destroy Quern. Her agony is not my concern, and especially not yours. This power is not hers to give or take.
But it is hers to toy with as she pleases, and I guess yours as well. Okay, so it looks like we have some new things here, maybe, possibly. We have a dead blue crystal. You know, I'm going to say that of all the places that we could possibly have a view of, this is the most boring. I mean, look out here. Okay, this looks pretty cool. I mean, maybe you could have put other stuff elsewhere, but it looks pretty cool. You know, there's a lot of things here. Are we going to play Battleship? All right, let's first... Okay, I thought there might be something like that. It's not the first time we've had to deal with that. But I'm guessing that's going to be the only blue text here. So 3 switches. These are not 0. Yeah. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's not 8 of them, so it's not octal. Oh, here are codes. Oh, this is the second of the parts that we're gonna need. Okay, at least that's the assumption I'm making. Because I'm good at assumptions. I can assume things all freaking day and night. No one can do a damn thing about it. Are we gonna go outside? That is a uniform, isn't it? There are 2 of these, aren't there? Okay, so we need some reference here in order for this to actually work in some sense. So we've 1 and 2. It seems like we might need to... we have the digits... 2, 3... We have repeated ones in columns and rows, it looks like, so it can't be that simple. Okay. Oh, here's a... It's a key that by taking it turns something on, huh? Yep. All right, who here has played BioShock? I can't do anything yet, so... Okay, there's a break out here. I Could have something to do with it. ID 9. So I'm guessing that I have no idea what I just did. And whatever it is, I can't undo it. So wonderful. Just brilliant. Okay. So how do you think it's going to work out? Like Soma... Oh, great. Do I have to throw all on the island now? And of course, we move about the speed of a lame sloth. Okay, so there also are these panels here, which seem to have identification. 2F1 3. Okay, apparently we can't throw it. So I think that's the which table, possibly which number it is on the center pole thingy. So yay, another scavenger hunt. Okay, we have 4 of 6, I'm guessing, given that I think there were 6 reels. I could be wrong then. But we did turn on one of those switches, which... Okay, so you can see that there are 3 lights, and one of them is now on. So it probably means that we may have to turn on the switch inside. There used to be a ladder here, but it's gone now. So, you know, the usual. So I'm guessing that means... Not sure what that affected, but it... Wait, is that light turned on now? Was that different before? No, that's the same. All right, let's take a look at our pictures for a moment. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4. And we have, I thought it counted 6 reels. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we don't have all of them yet. We did, however, turn on a switch here, which I have no idea if that changed anything down there, but I have a feeling we can now turn on something that we couldn't before. So let's find out, shall we? try switch number 2. Unless the switches have to have the light on, in which case, or if there is a light. Okay. So I am still worried about the sparking thing over here. Feels like we're going to need something to repair that. But how or what, I have no idea. I'm trying to figure out if that's a hole or if that's just a shadow. Nope, no more luck there. I kind of have a feeling that we need to find the other plaques, I guess. We weren't moving so goddamn slowly, this wouldn't be a chore. There's ID 9. Hopefully I can't, like, drown or something like that, and, you know, like this thing runs out of air or something like that. I don't know, that would probably be suffocate then, wouldn't it? Oh well. Right, we can do that too. Forgot about that. There's the 2C8 thing. Alright. I'm thinking I'm barking up the wrong tree out here, at least as it stands. I thought I saw the one wire do something weird. Can we walk over here, or is this out of bounds? I guess we can walk over here, but we don't get anything out of it, so... Great! Congratulations! I've wasted more of your precious time. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, good. All right. So I haven't the slightest clue what that is supposed to do. That's true. We do have this key thing, which we can't use outside because, well, you know, it's wet and stuff like that. I suppose we could use here. That tea has been here for some time now. I just can't find anything else to click on offhand. Right, because that's a light. That needs to be on before we can actually do anything with it, at least in theory. Out of sheer curiosity. There don't happen to be any plaques over here, right? I really don't want to have to find out, but it may be necessary. Okay, so these need power. Okay, we can at least do this. That was not the right button for that. Alright, so first off, 2 F1 at 3. I'm gonna go this with my hypothesis. It's 1, 2, F1 at 3 is 3. One H3 at I can't read that anymore. I think it might be 4, but no, that's 4. It's just 1? That might be 1. 1 H3 at 1. 1 H3 at 1 is 0. One D9 at 4. D5 at 4. Which conveniently is. And finally, two C8 at 2. 8 at 2. What was it again? 2C8. It's 8. Okay, well that's nice. One, two, three, four, 5. I was wrong. I counted wrong. So we only have to worry about the last reel now, huh? But I don't think there's any energy going to it, so if we could do this, you know, one by one, we would be SOL at the moment. So this key has to go to something, right? I haven't seen a place for a key for a while. This music is starting to annoy me a little bit. Just the ringing, the tintinnabulation of the bells! Is that anything to do with Tintin? I'm never quite sure about that. It'd be cool if there was some way for me to, like, put the key in my hand before I left. Alright, well, we turned all the switches on, which maybe that does something. So let's go back outside. I noticed a few more people came in here, so welcome. My name is Ludifex, and you may be people I know, or you may not. Let's see here. But, oh, hello, Wobbin. Nice to see you again. Sorry if don't mean to be too impolite here or too nosy. Nosy. Okay, so with the switch flipped, now this is up, so we can theoretically put it back in. Alright, so 2 of 3 are on. So is this one here still up? So, okay, that's how they indicate it. Yeah, 1H3 was 1. This one is still down. So is there some way that we're supposed to know the right place for these things to be put? Because this one is, not triggered yet. Oh. That doesn't quite seem right, but then again, let's head back inside for a minute now that we've done something better. Only I knew what the hell was going on here. I have no idea. Going back outside to see if any of this has... I feel like there should be some feedback or a direct clue or something, and I'm not seeing it. I think I figured out how the reels work. Now that I can actually count, because counting is good. I'm pretty sure I have to flip all 3 switches before... because that's not up yet. Man, I'm slightly baffled. I don't really want to look at a walkthrough at the moment, but at least there is one that I know of which is pretty good and actually explains itself as opposed to just saying, here's the solution! Because screw people who do that. That's not interesting or useful or anything. Well, okay, maybe not screw them. I'm probably being impolite, but hey. I gotta be impolite to someone, you know? Oh, actually, that's interesting. So, I don't think I can use my... because did you notice that these things are... oh, they're talking about this up here. Those are the stamps they're using, not the ones outside. Okay, that makes more sense. More invisible ink. Nope. No clues in the pattern of the chair. It's a nice chair, I have to say. I am happy with that thing. Okay, so we do notice that there are these cables coming down from here. Well, that looks like it might be charging that thing. Again, there is this key whose secret we've not yet divined. All right, I have this in a different pattern. There's only 8 freaking patterns, so... And it looks like it's still down. Yep, it is still down. Okay, we can use our inventory out here. I was misinformed. Or unaware or something. Of course, it does make you wonder, is there a way for us to actually do anything here? But that's a different question now, isn't it? I almost feel like we need to, like, shut something down in order to get that to work. But again, why? Why would that be the case? Just, I'm not sure I get that. Okay, I'm gonna be awful and look for a... Sorry to do this. I am an evil, awful person. All right. Yep. Yep. Did that. Got that. Got the t-shirt. Flip all 3 switches up. That's all it freaking says. Okay, maybe I just didn't try hard enough. Let's try it again, shall we? Or maybe I'm just doing it too fast. It's always frustrating when, like, you have a switch that should be there, but you can't use it. Maybe I just do have to do it really slow. Well, thank you. Thank you for being a friend. I'm not going to be doing the Golden Girls today. Thank you very much. Now I assume we can get this rest. It's like looks like I figured out the rest of it pretty easily. All right, so here we are. You're on. Last one is something. Oh, well, there you go. And we have our new piece. I would even call it a piece de resistance. I'll take that. Thank you very much. That's the wrong way. Ow. I guess we should be used to it by now. Okay. On to the next part. Put this in here, and there's access to here, which of course...
I wouldn't try jumping if I were you. He couldn't control everything after all.
Ooh, that's a good point.
I remember when this bridge collapsed not long before you came. It's a relief to see how time and nature together could outplay even him. How an unforeseen accident can ruin a life's work. I can't deny that his failure brings me joy. Unfortunately, I still need you to stay on his path.
What are you trying to do?
I may be able to guide you
Green
through.
light thing?
But first, I need to show you something. Now, follow me. You will not fall. Don't look down.
I'm a-looking.
Just follow me.
I'm following you as best as I can, because I really don't want to
Trust
die.
me. No need to hurry. You must trust me.
I'm on your path, aren't I?
This path leads to our sanctuary. He removed the crystals to darken these tunnels. Let's have some light.
Let there be light.
I suppose he wanted to hide this place from you.
Well, I'm all for
It's
full
not far
disclosure.
from here.
Unless this is a trap, because if it's a trap, I'm going to be very pissed. And also immortally bored, which is really not a good combination. I sense a puzzle in search of answers.
I brought him here once too. Surprisingly, it is one of the only places he didn't ruin since then. But I doubt he kept it intact simply out of respect.
Oh, I was about to say, can you let me through? Because you're trying to show me something.
This is the place we once called the Great Hall of the Amajat, the Shrine of the Seekers.
Home
You
of the
must
Red
look
Sox.
around and find some blue crystal powder to cast into the fire.
Looks like there's a blue crystal here. And if we have a mortar and pestle or something, or we just toss it bodily in here. Guess not. Ow.
Have you found any blue crystal powder yet?
I found a blue crystal. Give me time. It takes some effort to put them together. Got a key. I'm going to save
Need
at
blue crystal powder.
Bring me the blue pages. Nothing up here. And, oh, right. I just got a key, didn't I? I guess that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna guess this is a crusher, isn't it? All right, you go there. more than once, or is once enough? Nope, once is enough, apparently. Probably should have put that there in the first place. But hey,
Good.
at least it works.
Now use the crane up there to throw the powder into the fire.
Cast it into the fires of Mount Mordor, of Mount Doom. Doom. All right. Okay, admittedly that looks pretty cool. I just hope the stuff isn't carcinogenic or something. After 10,000
Now,
years, I'm
It
free!
is time I told you the story of my people. It is time you learned the truth about this world.
All right, I'm ready to learn.
The Delmar was a great, noble, and prosperous civilization. They were people of peace, a thriving society of wisdom and art. Then, everything changed.
They discovered
At the dawn
YouTube.
of the Third Age, we were attacked by the shadows.
Some
Over
guy
the
made a
years, our
loom.
colonies have fallen one by one. The shadows have slaughtered our settlers without mercy. They filled our hearts with terrible fear. In the great
malt liquor.
halls of Unnatko, the capital city of our world, the Circle of Elders have chosen 3 of our best people. Roran, the most skilled warrior. Theodore, the brightest of all scholars. And a devoted shaman, me. We were called the Amajat, the Seekers. Our goal was to find a legendary place of great power, Quern. We embarked on a journey to face the unknown and to find what was hidden. This quest has forged a strong friendship between the 3 of us. Over the years, we visited countless worlds. We became exhausted and shattered under the weight of the responsibility. We learned that the shadows had reached the outer walls of Unnatko. We almost lost faith, but we couldn't stop. As we kept searching, we found a world that astonished all of us. This very world.
Better than a ride at Disneyland.
Here, we found what we needed the most. Time. Time to find a way.
Keeps on slipping,
A way
slipping,
to save our
slipping
people.
into the future.
Our worries trapped us here, knowing that our home is only safe if we stay on this island. The search was over. We knew that finding this island in our time of need was not an accident.
All right, so you liked it as well. Great.
And we started to believe that this world was Quern. Over centuries, we perfected our expertise. We, the Amajat, have become idols of strength, intellect, and discipline.
And opposing like
But it was
this.
not enough. The infinite time we have been given made us obsessed with the overcoming urge to save our people. As we kept training and learning, pursuing power slowly became our only passion.
Power
We had risen
unknown.
above the boundaries of the body and mind. Eventually, we almost forgot the very principle of our mission.
So we turned to pure energy. It was
And
kind of
then-
good.
I had a vision of our people. I
All
saw
we
their
are
suffering.
saying
At that
is
moment,
give
I
peace a
understand we had
chance.
become the very power we were sent to search for. It was time for us to head home. I knew we were prepared. We were ready to face them. But the shadows were no longer my worst fear. I was afraid of what we had become. I was afraid of facing reality. We appeared at the edge of doom. Most of our great city was burning in flames. Unnatko, our home, was about to fall.
It's kind of the plot of Inception, isn't
And
it?
then, we vanquished our enemies. There was no fight. They couldn't fight back. We cleansed our city of the shadows. A war that had lasted years ended. in seconds.
I failed to see the bad thing
We
yet.
were the saviors. We were celebrated like gods. And that's exactly how we felt. But we knew that the people we saved were not really our people anymore. We no longer belonged here. We felt we were more. After witnessing our power, people lost their faith in the Council. We, the Amajat, have taken their place. But having fulfilled our destiny, the strong bond between the three of us started to fade. A new era has begun. The era of division and conflict.
Okay.
As our disagreements became stronger, we turned against each other. This caused the people to take sides. A war has erupted from within. A war we were too proud to stop.
But there's so many nice colors.
Chaos rumbled across the streets of Unatco.
I have to keep thinking that UNATCO is, the Deus Ex group.
Our home was destroyed. All because of us. Because of what we have become.
All right, so if I
couldn't
avoid
live
being
with
an
myself.
asshole...
I couldn't bear the great emptiness I felt anymore. I left what remained of my world for one final journey. Following the path we once walked upon, I found Quern once again. But I did not come back for its power. I came back to face the curse that made me forget who I was. I spent centuries meditating on my past mistakes, trying to find a way to make up for what I'd done.
And you invented time
By
travel,
accepting the
I'm not
loss of
sure.
all attachments that kept me in the physical world, I managed to ascend to a new form of existence.
So Zen Buddhism in its
In
finest.
this way, I will never lose myself again.
After all, I am already
And
lost.
I can guard this place for eternity.
I'm not sure if I agree with all that, but...
He didn't want you to know about our heritage. He didn't want you to see how the power of the island can ruin an entire civilization. He too wants to ignore it, but you must know the truth. He cannot accept the destructive power of this knowledge that he worships above all else. No civilization could contain this kind of power, especially not a single person. It is time for you to return to his path. I will meet you back at the entrance.
Be sure to bring your receipt. It costs double for lost tickets. Hey, Wobbin, how's it going? That's a good point. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not really fully convinced. I understand where she's going, and I understand that, if you become sufficiently different from the people trying to protect sufficiently powerful, you're going to cause more of a ripple than you expect. But you can also decide, to try to leak out the very least of what you're doing. I mean, also, a world in conflict is better than one out of existence? Is that arguably true? All right, I'm doing this.
Now you must continue following his guidance.
Does that seem
I will help
reasonable?
you get back on his path. He was the first person who found this island after we left. And you must be the last person to ever be here.
Can I at least bring, a friend? I mean, I was promised passes for 2. I mean, it's one of those, that what she's saying is well-intentioned, but, again, your entire civilization was going to die from what you were saying. These shadow things were going to destroy everything that you knew and held dear, and at least, chaos or not, it still exists.
You have to go alone now. But soon, we will meet again.
I don't know. What did you think, Wobbin? Am I off track? Am I not thinking of something? In the meantime, we'll be doing all kinds of fun puzzle-solving thingies. All right, can we warp? Nope, we cannot warp. I see. Well then. All right, have my crystal. Kinda thought so. Alright. I'm kind of worried about the other buttons, but hey, we'll deal with those as we come up. The lower mechanics. -3 to... Okay, it's not a scale. Reset's always a nice thing. 4 dots. Okay, this one is not as easy because we have 4 combinations here. Alright, this is gonna get tricky. And I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Oh, one of these, like switching. Well, let's put it back the way it was just for the moment. I understand being nigh omnipotent is not the most comfortable of things in the world. There's some interesting themes here. I'm not going to say that, like, this is a terrible, terrible thing. It's just... Okay, so it looks like there's 2 puzzles. One looks like swapping places, which should be... I just wish I knew what the hell it was doing. Because this seems to not be doing anything in general. So 1 and 2. I guess those are the entrances and exits? That's right, where this is the mechanics. This is underground of the other one, I guess? Let's try doing the obvious thing, at least for me, which is let's swap these things, shall we? Oh, right, because the mechanics were made of 2 different pieces, weren't they? Anyway, how are you doing, Wobbin? It's been a little while.
These are the lower levels of the mechanics. It was here I learned that all the attributes of the different minerals could be harnessed by dividing the energy beam of the white crystal. The shortage of crystalline materials no longer hindered my work. With this knowledge, I was even able to isolate green crystal beams, the exact same energy ray that the ancient gateways use. This could suggest that there is a connection between this world and the origin of the ancient gateways. Focusing on my work helped me deal with the unbearable loneliness that started to consume my mind.
I even started talking to myself. Truth conquers all. Alright, so he discovered a prism. Nice. Alright. So we have, I guess, red, orange, green, and blue. I guess is what they're saying is the primary colors that they're using here. Alright, so we're familiar with this, it appears. Whoop. Alright, there doesn't appear to be a way across, at least at the moment. But if we were able to move ourselves over there, then we could. And there is, however, a little thingy. What did I just do? Did I just do something wrong or no? Be nice to know. I'm guessing everything's fine, but it really didn't make that obvious, really clear. Okay. Like I'm playing The Price is Right. Alright, so we have a new piece thing here. Looks like it's a reel to something. And there's, of course, the control panel over here. Okay, that's cool. Hope your work is treating you reasonably well. I may have to switch things back momentarily to see what's going on here. Because I don't remember what's actually in the other box thingy. There's nothing new that shows up here. Alright, let's put things back and see what happens, shall we? Starting to get the hints of what they want us to do. I think this is necessary either way. It looks like we need to fix these up. Means we need to use the machine over here. Okay, that's... Oh, I see. That was random, but I think I understand kind of what I did. Remember when we solved that puzzle? That was great. Alright, we already took care of that. Okay, there's some kind of key thing that they're expecting here, it looks like. Oh. I guess that would be it, huh? Whatever I did was the right thing? Looks like I might have to get to the other side. Which is made more difficult by the fact that we had boards in our way. Where do you work, by the way, Wobbin, or at least in general? I suppose the question is, what do you work at? Well, that doesn't help me too much now, does it? Job description-wise. Just curious. All right. So we've got the other door open, but of course the problem now is we have boards. Lots of boards. Just because I know this is a solution we're going to need, I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, but I think I have a plan. Actually, I'm curious now. No, it just doesn't let me. Okay. Basically, I'm wondering if there's something I can do here in order to break these things open. In one fashion or another. Alright, I have a crazy thought. Oh, very nice. So software engineer of one description or another, I suppose. Does make me wonder. Wonder why she went away. I am also a software engineer for my day job, which is most of the day's job. I think I understand now. I think what we need to do is this. I think what that device may do is rotate whatever's on the other side. In which case, that's the only way for us to get to the door legally. If that's the case, then this should pulled that. And now nothing happens. I'm not sure. I'll ask you, Wobbin. Am I on the right track, or am I just pulling things? So I'd be able to open the door in either direction, which is always a nice thing. Okay, out of sheer curiosity, I'm going to try to load it up in a different direction, see if that helps. I don't think they're rotating when they're going through the whole transition process. Oh wait, there's also this, which I hadn't really... Alright, so that's much simpler than what I thought it was, so... Okay, well then let's do the obvious thing, which is get the other one up here. Yep, me just ignoring the existence of a door. Gotta love when I do that, don't ya? Because, you know, doors don't need to be explored, do they? Another reel, huh? And right, we already took care of that. Alright, we need all 5 reels, apparently. I'm not sure where the last one is offhand. Found one over there. We found the button over there. All right. Oh. Well, let's swap these around now, shall we? See if that helps us out. Let's try this again, then. Better. And now we have all 5 reels. Now, do we need a code? Did I win? Time to crack the safe. 4611 3777. 4611 3777. Oh, I see. I have to push the button, don't I? 46. Nice. Okay. So I did something good? Although I kind of expected to be given the next piece of the puzzle. Oh, I guess we're back here now? That's nice. Doesn't immediately solve my problem, but... Well, let's see what we can find out. We may have already solved everything we need. Yeah, okay. Wait, why is... This one's missing a piece that isn't the one I picked up, I don't think. We may have to eventually return all these things. No, we can't go that way. I understand. So we need to open the safe in order to be able to get back to the disc. Otherwise, we can't cross the bridge again. Although it's awfully convenient that that's the case, you know? Suspiciously convenient. Okay, so the last piece, and I think we have to go back to each of those things and place the correct piece back into the appropriate component. So we'll find out if that's the case in a moment here, won't we? Whoop! Hello! As I said, it seems likely we're going to be going down. Well, at least I didn't take anything for granted. That normally gets a bigger laugh. Okay. And nothing to go out on the outside, it looks like. Aside from maybe if I were able to travel along there, but I can't, so down we go. The Reservoir Cave. Each of these has... Gotcha. Okay, so I'm guessing we have to open all of these guys. Bum, bum. Bow, wow, wow. Okay, there are 5 dials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like it's some kind of testing device. Alright, so let's figure it out over here first. Okay. I mean, it looks like it's kind of just trial and error. Got confused there for a moment. I could be doing the wrong one for all I know, but... Okay. All right. We haven't actually explored all the way yet. So let's find out what's going on over here, shall we? Okay. So these are like the sound patterns. One, two, three. Okay. Naturally, let's take a picture. Oh, and these are the codes for the different shaped crystals. Okay. So what is the sound here? Just one big wow. And the crystal is a fat crystal. Single fat crystal. I think that's it. Yeah, the 2.1 is the single fat crystal. It's this guy. That's not what I care about anymore. So it's 2. It needs to be set on 2 then. Okay, see you soon. That's an 8. And it looks like two and a half prong crystal. That one, I think. So it's 4. Yeah, 4. This is 8. That would be 4. And this is the exactly 2-prong crystal, which is 1. Lots of thing. That's 1. It's setting 1. Just so I get verbally in my head. And it's number 5. So that's 7. It's probably 3. Setting 7 on 3. All right. If that isn't it, I'll eat an appropriate hat. Okay. Not sure that's a good thing to stand next to. I very well may be sterile at this point. Oh, skull and crossbones. Well, it's a different culture, so maybe it isn't bad. Knowledge is dangerous. Huh. Looks straight out of, like, Dishonored 2.
The point came where I slipped. The idea of eternal solitude tortured me beyond imagination. It even overcame my sense of duty. It made me homesick. I felt like I was suffocating. I knew that I would have to find a way to escape, but before that, I needed to do something. I wanted to reveal Quern to all worlds, to share this incredible power. At the beginning of your journey, I asked you to cooperate with me. This is the point where I require your assistance. Help me to give the worthy a chance and the opportunity to make a difference.
So he wants to broadcast the existence of Quern. You would still recognize the scattered fragments of a poet, as opposed to a poem? So this is where he was writing all these things. Lena Page Parsons. All right, so it looks more like outdoors when it's on. Okay. Huh. Well, what do you know? Well, it's kind of fascinating that was actually a achievement, which I need to take a look at now. Well, I'm big on getting rid of my excess inventory. Put the precious, most precious item to its place. I'm not sure if that's its most precious item, but it's an item. Black snake. These look kind of like the codes from the thing earlier, but it's not actually there. I don't see the ones that showed up before. Museum of a Evolved Simian. Ah, okay. Well, there's two possibilities. One is that, but that doesn't do much. The other one, which is more likely, is 632 Multorum. Thinking that it's the code to this door. Can't remove this now, so maybe this could be the end game as far as I know. Kind of does feel like it's getting there, doesn't it? Well, let's find out what we can figure out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters. M-U-L-T 632. So that's the second letter there. So that would then mean 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 R. This is just a guess. R 3 with L U. Okay, I see. So we have to form... Let's just try that with the first one. Okay, so we're trying to get a left curve thing. That's one of the letters. So there's another part to this. Let's start with making the U. Okay, so tie with the... It erases it each time. I'm not sure if that probably doesn't mean success now, does it? dos Capsa. There are a few books around here, so that could be part of the Jose Cardoso, Lake Cubilius. It could also be Kickstarter backers. Okay, you hear the extra buzz there? Okay. Alright, let's just go with it and see what happens. Oh, there's that up there. I didn't even notice that. Let's try M then. Y with a 3 thing coming from the side. Because that's the only other indication I have of what it could be referring to. You would still recognize the scattered fragments of a poet. Could that be part of the clue? So, if this is an anagram, I'm going to get really kind of annoyed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. RLU doesn't really make any sense. Okay, let's say that's if 1 is the top, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. So M should have worked. I wish there was some way for you to know what numbers, if any, they correspond to. I don't see anything that will take my remaining stuff, items and such. Okay. Maythorn also starts with M, which is what the not the anagram, the insignia. There's a better term for it, but this thing is that. Why does Multorum sound familiar? That's the only thing. I am kind of stumped at the moment. Oh, there's a wheel. That would explain it. More information, although 1, 12, 3, 3, 5, 3, 6, 10, 2, 2. So for 8 different symbols. Oh, yep. I wasn't far off. I said I thought I recognized the word. Okay, so it'll work if 6 is the letter that has this. Yep. So those are codes to each individual letter. It's the letter, the word, and the 2 definitive letters. I'll use character. That's the letter, the word, and the character. That's what they're talking about. So that's what we need to do here. So 12, 3, 3. So that would be 12, third word, S. So this would be the first one we need to do. Yep. 5, 3, 6. Three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A. Diagonal banner. Third is 10, 2, 2. E. X with an arrow down. Yep. Okay. 23, 6. Three, 4, 5, 6. C. Okay, that's a hard one to see. Upper left starburst with a side with a right thing. That's the wrong one. that's what screwed up. Okay. There we go. 732. U, which we already saw, but I forget, so. All right, bow tie with downward thing. Right. I really should be writing out what the word is. Crap. Okay, I'm going to do that now because otherwise I'm just going to feel like an idiot. I never do that. I feel like it's the important word, right? 1233. S. 536. A. 1022. E. 236. C. 5 is 732, which we got, which is U. Okay, continuing. 1553. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. L. Okay. It's hard to explain, but. Yep, that'd do it. 1319. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. U. And finally, 1922. M. Just in case. Right. Y with the 3 thing. Here we are.
He led you into his library. I have to admit it is truly beautiful. Sadly, it is as fake as he is. Maythorn, the archaeologist, the friend, the enemy, the savior, the wicked. It's all the same to me. It's all just the facade of a broken man whose hunger for proving himself could never be satisfied. I can only hope that by now you see this too. Yes, I think you're ready.
All right, let's save here because I have a feeling we might have to make a choice at the very end. Je t'aime. Now, this would be more likely the backer's wall, but, I mean, what the hell's going on here? Of course, it's a facade, but that's okay. One last letter from him or something? I feel like that would be... So that's the puzzle we had to solve earlier, right? So these are pieces of puzzles that we've solved, aren't they? Right, so for example, the wall things that we had to shine on and the grids that we had to go through, the 5 pieces that we had to put into the... Okay.
Although I wasn't able to fix the ancient gateway, I managed to build a less sophisticated one. I was not able to specify the target world of this new one-way portal, but I'm sure that it is capable of providing a safe journey.
How? It's pretty.
This is where I left this world, and I want you to follow me. But before I grant you the opportunity to do so, you must do something that even I was not able to accomplish. I need you to open Quern for everyone.
Okay.
This world is out of time, out of balance. Even its very existence is a great risk. Its power is unnatural, unbearable. If you help him, more will come to use this power selfishly. Each of them will grow and destroy. He will unchain this destructive curse and let it rumble through worlds without any boundaries. This force, uncontained, will be the end of countless civilizations, just as it was the end of mine.
Again, your particular example doesn't work for me, but I understand what you're doing.
Gateway and seal Quernalok forever. No one else should ever find this place again. You must do this for all mankind.
It's a little bit vague on exactly what the problem was in its own right, but all right. So I've already saved, so no huge deal there. Let's grab the keys. Let's take a look. Who's the other key? That implies that there was a first key. Right, there's another. So that isn't anything. Another anvil. In we go. Oh, that's the gate, isn't it?
I prepared everything to be able to connect the ancient gateway of Quern to the world chain. I designed all the machinery and I programmed the whole procedure.
Why didn't you do it
The
then?
only thing I needed was calculations. Complex calculations I was not able to do myself. I invented this machine to think.
Huh.
Think when the capabilities of the mind are no longer enough.
Oh,
The only
interesting.
task ahead of me was to wait. And that was exactly what I was incapable of doing. I knew that the calculations could take centuries to finish. I was
interesting.
tired.
So
I
he
couldn't
invented a
resist
computer.
the calling of the portal I built. I wanted to live again. I left my life's work behind.
Okay. Oh, I can walk out. That's what they're talking about. Calculation completed. And he invented punch cards. Let's not trip now, shall we?
I couldn't fulfill my destiny. I need you to finish what I started. I need you to become what I could not become. The one who leads all of the worlds to a new era. The era of enlightenment.
This is kind of a transhumanist kind of thing, apparently. Yeah, it's like, well, I'm going to be spending a few centuries doing this. Actually, I think there's not enough nanoseconds in the life of the universe to do that. I hate to say it, but that's the way it is. Right, it was, we did this calculation. No, that was a different calculation. 52 factorial is the chance of you putting the cards in the right order exactly as you found it. Okay, looks like we might need to put our... Oh. Okay, for ending one, I think I'm actually going to go with him, because it's one of those... man's reach exceeds his grasp, that kind of thing. But this is actually kind of a clever end.
The time has come. The repair card will need a mineral sample to be able to reconstruct the missing elements of the ancient gateway.
Thank God I brought it with me.
You must insert the green crystal.
This is our time. If
Put the
you
red
insert
crystal
the
instead.
red
Yeah,
crystal,
okay.
the ancient gateway should overload and break down. This is the only way to contain this power. This is the only way to restore balance.
Add the green crystal sample.
Blue pages, red pages.
Insert the red crystal.
And I can't even find a white
the
page.
Gateway to the chain.
All right, I'm going to
Destroy
save
it.
again because I'm insane. But I'm going to
Do
go with
it.
what I said.
Do it.
I did.
Time shall be given to those
we
who
can
are
decide.
in need.
Then I have to push a button,
Seal
don't I?
Quern.
Let all of the worlds know of Quern.
Seal it for good.
Yep, you're going to be pissed at me, but you know what? It's worth a shot. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. What have you
What?
done?
How could this be? What did I do wrong? Do you even know what you've just done?
I've given the world a chance.
You've ruined everything. You have unleashed it. You have freed this curse from its prison. Countless worlds will be destroyed, just like mine.
And new ones built on...
All because of you. I hope you are prepared to live with this burden.
Screw you, I'm out of here.
I trusted you. I have failed. Once again.
Am I a terrible human being for
Now
this?
live and watch your civilization fall apart.
Well, I suppose there's only one thing left to do, isn't there? Just curious. Nope. Maybe he's out of, paper.
Congratulations. You have earned yourself a place amongst the greatest in history.
Is that an evil
You
laugh
have
or not?
gifted this great power to all.
Yeah, that's actually part of the thought.
Many will come and learn. gave them the opportunity to shine and make their worlds a better place. Thanks to our efforts, Quern will soon become a beacon of knowledge, the epicenter of wisdom and intellect. A new age dawns, the age of enlightenment.
Well, to go by what she is, quite literally. So the letters in the end spell out saeculum, and I don't know what that means in Latin. Do you want to take a look there, Wobbin?
Now it is time for you to join me. Step into the portal.
It's one of those, it is not, clearly it's not universe-destroying power. Things change. I need a key, apparently, though. Oh, the other key. There it is. Oh, interesting. I'm going to try playing the other ending as well, because I'm guessing that the message, of course, you can't tell you which way it goes. You wouldn't have made two different recordings, so it might be kind of a guilting you into this kind of thing.
I'm looking forward to meeting you in person. It will be an honor.
All right, are we told an ending, or do we just have to make it up on our own? I think we have to make it up on our own. Okay, that was interesting. And actually, I have to say, I was kind of surprised at how well they made it. So there's the idea of, I'm guessing he had to solve a saeculum, complete renewal of human population. The term was first used by the Etruscans. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I might have to look into that concept more, because clearly there's something about that which is important to at least the character of, was it Maynard or Mayfield, whatever, the researcher. I like the fact that he had to solve an NP-complete problem, and he wanted to do it, or maybe even an exponential problem, or whatever it is, and he needed infinite time. And since the world provided him infinite time and he couldn't have the patience to wait for it, he decided to leave and leave it to the next person. That works for me. So to some degree, Ashley probably points out the direction he was looking at this, because it's the idea of this is kind of the whole transhumanist thing, If you give people the ability to change fundamentally who they are in such a way that they are strictly better than their previous selves, does that mean that you are, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Because on the one hand, you don't want to put people through the pain of having to be outclassed by someone else, but at the same time, everyone has the opportunity, then it's not necessarily an evil thing in its own right. It's a complicated question, but I'm not sure that's the one he's going for. Wonder if there's any kind of ending thing, or it just goes back to the title. It goes back to the title. Okay, we're going to continue, though, of course. Assuming that it lets me... There we are. So what did you think overall, Wobbin? What was your kind of perspective on this? Blue pages, red pages, green pages. Okay. So if we put this in.
The time has come. The repair cart will need a mineral sample to be able to reconstruct the missing elements of the ancient gateway. You must insert the green crystal.
This is our time. If you insert the red crystal, the ancient gateway should overload and break down. This is the only way to contain this power.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
This is the only way to restore balance.
Add the
see what
green crystal
happens.
sample.
Insert.
But I was kind of right about the red pages, blue pages, that whole thing, wasn't I? Yeah, exactly. That's kind of for me, that's kind of like, I understand the loneliness and other things like that. That fundamental human things that people need. But,
Yes.
but the fact that it's just an opportunity to understand.
You came
learn.
to know him enough to see that he is wrong. I knew I could trust you.
See, that's the thing, is that he doesn't seem to have ever had a negative,
You did what
ulterior
I could
motive.
not do. You imprisoned the curse of this world forever.
You know, when you were still physical,
restored
there is such a
balance.
thing as, I guess that's true.
Your actions prove to me that not everyone who tastes the power of Quern becomes obsessed with it.
And ergo, shouldn't have actually put in the
Finally
green crystal?
found peace, knowing that this place will not destroy any more lives. All thanks to you. You must get going now.
Oh, yeah, he had a bit of an ego. But I'm saying that I don't think that's no one was being an asshole or anything like that fundamentally. They weren't trying to use their powers for evil.
Congratulations. You have earned yourself a place amongst the greatest in Give this great power to great me will come. You gave them the opportunity to all worlds in a better place. Thanks to our efforts, for Quern will soon become the beacon of knowledge, the epicenter, wisdom and intellect, a new age dawns.
So I mean, like, he had an ego, but he wasn't power hungry in the classic sense. You know what I mean? I guess it doesn't really show you much more than what we did the last time, but certainly worth trying it at least. But yeah, surprisingly, the plot, okay, it's fiction.
I
clearly.
wish you luck to find your way home. Goodbye, my friend.
What do I have to show for it? Silly green crystal. Oh, that's true. I'm bringing the green crystal with me, so, that's something. So, pretty good for the most part. I was entertained. There were a few bits that, yes, I had to look at a walkthrough, but today I didn't. So, actually, okay, correction. I had to look at it once, but that was only because the UI wasn't doing what it was supposed to, and I had to, punch the crap out of it in the process. So, I liked where it went. A lot of the puzzles were really good. The ending was not the ending, but like the ending puzzles were okay. It felt like they were a little more rushed than they were in the first place. I really liked kind of the way that the different parts. Which part did I need to check? The only thing I remember mentioning about that is the saculum thing. But I think you at least handled the base of it. I'll still take a look again later. Was there a particular context I said that in? Because I have a 2-minute memory. I thought that the actual story of why this was happening made a surprising amount of sense. It's hard to say whether it makes sense that he'd be able to make all of these puzzles, in such a way that why he made them, aside from making sure that you weren't an idiot. I just wanted to look more into the principle of what you said that there's a concept of saeculum, and maybe it has a philosophical meaning beyond that of just the word itself. I mean, it's like if I start talking about existentialism or gestalt or something like that, those all have different meanings than just the literal meaning of the word, that kind of thing. But yeah, okay. I can get behind this. I'm looking forward to what they do next is the best way to put it. I'm guessing there's not going to be a sequel. Does not feel like the kind of game that needs a sequel. But I thought they did a pretty good job with it. Unfortunately, it also means that I have a half hour left before I do something else. So maybe I'll jump back into Valhalla for a bit. Because why not? Any games come to mind on your end, Wobbin, since you happen to be the only person hanging around, or at least in chat today? Okay, I'm going to take a quick look at Eyes of Ara. Let me take a look at that. I might not be able to do it tonight, only because... Views are pretty good. Okay, that does sound interesting. I'm not going to do it as the next game I do, because it's kind of I like some variety in here, but I do feel that I want to do this again at some point, so I will certainly add it to my wish list, and then we can do the next thing. Oh, that's a good point. Entirely? That's a thing. Okay, I'll have to take a look. But let's see. For tonight, I'll probably jump over to Valhalla, just for for a little bit of time. It's not too horribly in a complicated game to play. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna go on break, and then I will return. There it is. Okay, be back in 3 minutes. And we're back. So this is Valhalla, a sort of cyberpunk game where we're a bartender. So we got through the first day where we learned a little bit about the history of the world, as it were. So let's find out a little bit more of what's going on. Good music, though. So certainly focus at work. You now browse Danger U. You can now visit J.C. Elton's. We'll go to work in a moment. There was also... Right. Oh, right. So we met... Oh, this is basically 4chan. So, yeah, we kind of don't need any more 4chan right now. Okay, let's go to work. Good evening. I'm trying to remember the characters here. Hey, Jill. Wah! That's a sound you don't hear every day. Boss, what are you doing with that helmet? I was just about to ask you where it came from. A white knight came yesterday. She left and, well, she forgot to take it with her. I figured she'd eventually come looking for it, so I left it under the count... Wait. Do you regularly put things on without asking who they belong to first? I don't plan to evaluate every move, Jill. I just act. Anyway, as your boss, I'm taking this helmet until the client comes for it. You sound happy. Well, this helmet is comfortable and cool. And comfortable and cool and really, really cool. Hello. Hello. It's strange you're late, Gil. Yes, the traffic was... Don't run, you have work to do. What's wrong? I'm not going back to Hong Kong. Hong Kong? Chief? Sorry, I thought you was someone else. Apparently. I'll leave the rest up to you. I'll detonate the Pluto warhead somewhere safe. The what? Where now? Nothing, never mind. She seems happy. She's been tense these past couple of days. If she's somehow relaxed now, good. Are you all set? Yep. All right. Time to put on some music. I'm just moving stuff around. One thing forward, just to vary things. Time to mix drinks and chop. You! Oh, Miss Kim. Because of you, I got up late and lost a full day of work. And on the day, everyone got a nifty assignment, too. Wait, because of me? You were the one that got me drunk and made me fall asleep like a goddamn log. So you arrived home safely. That's nice. That's all you have to say? What do you want me to say? If I felt remorse over every client that gets drunk in here, I wouldn't be working. But... True, morally speaking, I shouldn't let people get drunk. But getting people drunk is the unspoken main purpose of my job. And I did say I didn't know how much alcohol you could handle, didn't I? Seriously, what kind of answer is that? Hello, Mr. Donovan. Do I know you? Hey, Brad. You're in luck. Decided to bless this place again. Luck, he says. Oh, Mr. Donovan. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? What do you think I want, kid? The usual. Gee, I wonder what he means. Oh, great. Now you have to make me remember what I was supposed to have made yesterday? Oh, God. You ass. was something that I thought it was the no. Wait, was it beer? Was that what it was? I think it was beer. You ever played this before? Here. Close. Partial credit. What brings you here today, Mr. Donovan? Today, we were supposed to hand in the interns an article topic. All those crazy bitches came flocking to me like the first high schooler with a car. I couldn't deal with it, so I switched places with some poor sap. He was supposed to be doing an interview today, but to hell with that. And thanks to all that shit, I found myself here, blessing your hellhole with my presence. You were here yesterday, too. How did that come about? There's this gal that's performing at a concert later tonight. Yesterday, I was tuning the details of the interview I'd have with her today. A little weird sentence. And like I said, I'd rather work here than deal with a pack of competitive bitches. I see. How was the interview? Easy enough. The fact that the gal had a nice pair of knockers helped. We've come a long way in the department of Lilum sex appeal, I tell you. She was a Lilum then? Yeah, one of those new fancy king-class Chia models. I've heard they're anatomically correct in every way. I wouldn't mind finding out about that myself. Hey, you, the guy with the John face. Huh? Me? What the hell is a John face? Yeah, you. Do I know you? I don't think so, sir. No, I'm pretty sure I know you. Wait. It was the Hong Kong riots 10 years ago, right? I've never been to Hong Kong. I certainly didn't defect from any anti-riot force after stealing supplies. Really? Well, that's a bummer. You look like a guy who owes me a drink. You were in those riots, Mr. Donovan? Do I look like some anarchist hippie to you? 10 years ago, I tried to start a silicone business. So I was in Hong Kong talking with some investors when those damned riots broke out. Seriously, though, did they really think the laws they were trying to pass wouldn't backfire? They were openly trying to segregate people with augmentations. No matter how many they have different capabilities you put in between, it's still segregation. And once people start crying segregation like that, you're doomed. This is the PR century. If you're gonna do that, disguise it a bit. That's a very laconic way of summarizing the incident. I mean, there was a political agenda revolving around cheap labor. Okay, my voice is still coming out. Okay. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit, that's right. And the plan reached such a developed stage because the media was instilling fear in the public. The general fear that augmented people would become power-hungry maniacs was a key factor in the plans. And everything is mostly the aftermath of previous protests where, on second thought, maybe it's better to be laconic. Trying to get the full picture might take you back beyond the Industrial Revolution. All that happened when I got out of high school. Yeah, definitely. I remember I had to turn down a scholarship in Hong Kong because of all that. Scholarship. That's no mean feat, right? Well, I guess even without the scholarship, there would have been the language barrier. I remember I was kind of excited back then because I was really into this one Chinese idol band. It's one of those things I'd rather not remember much of. You'd be surprised at how easy Chinese can be. So, you know how to speak Chinese? The only translator I had available was some pizza-faced pencil neck. And I wasn't going to allow myself to be seen with that. If someone like me can learn Chinese in 2 weeks, well, I'm guessing a scholarship student might have a chance. Sorry if I need to skip forward so I can see the contest, but why do I feel like he suddenly challenged me to finally learn Chinese? Chinese? Wait, when you say Chinese, do you mean Mandarin or Cantonese? Good question. Tangerine? Canto what? When people say Chinese, they're usually referring to the written word, not the spoken one. It's important to clarify because there are lots of dialects in the Chinese language. In Hong Kong, lots of people speak Cantonese, so just saying Chinese won't do. You might have learned Cantonese because you were only going to Hong Kong. Or you might have learned Mandarin because it's the one spoken by the majority elsewhere. I went to Hong Kong and managed to seal a deal. I have no idea about anything else. Right. Anyway, surely a student with a scholarship could serve me a Mars Blast too, right? Sure, on it. Oh, what's a Mars Blast? That's a change of pace. Alright. Spicy, manly, and strong. So we're going to have 6 Bronson extract. Powdered Delta, 4 Flanerdide. 2 Carbamine. Blended, so wait for the whole time. There we go. There's your Mars Blast. Here. Alright, guess I'll believe your story. Right. So I'm a bit interested in this interview you had. Can you tell me anything about it? You don't run any blogs, right? No microphones hiding behind your boobs? Do you have boobs at all? There's this one blog I wrote when I was 12, but it just fills me with shame, so I try to forget it exists. Okay then. It started with the same boring questions. How are you? Why choose this place? How's the city? The tour? New single? Blah, blah, blah. It went by very quickly. It was the regular interview stencil, as we call it in the business. So I tried some fun questions afterwards. How big are your tits? Is it true that you don't wear underwear on stage? Are you still a virgin? How did she react? She answered them like it was the most natural thing on earth. I don't think I want to know what kind of questions other people have asked. I did it just to get a reaction out of her, but she just took it in a stride. Huh. In case you were interested, the answers were 91 centimeters, depends on the costume, and no. I see. Her room backstage was filled to the brim with gifts of all sorts. Dolls, blue roses, chocolates, fruit. I'm pretty sure I saw at least 3 dildos in there, too. This guy is not very refined, is he? Thanks for the info, I guess. Perhaps too much info, but thanks anyways? You're lucky I'm in a good mood. Damn, look at the time. I need to get back to work soon. Alright, let me see if I can... That should help. I think that adjusts the computer audio without anything else, so hopefully that works. I need to learn how to do ducking so that I can make it so that when I'm speaking it's quieter and it comes back up when I'm not, but I haven't learned how to do that yet with my new hardware, so... Really? I just finished an interview and it must be posted as soon as possible. The fact that we posted it after the chick finished her concert is enough of a problem already. Something delayed the interview? The interview was supposed to happen last Friday. One of the interns, this meek little girl, was supposed to do it, but for some fucking reason she just didn't. I spent 2 days negotiating something else instead. Negotiating? Did you have to pay or something? Basically, when that encore concert happens, I need to plaster that chick's face all over the front page. I see. Okay then, one last drink before I leave. Give me something bitter to wake me up. Sure. What if alcohol would help too? Suplex sounds fun. Okay, let's try a gut punch. A gut punch is 5 Bronson extract and 1 Flanner guide with optional cardamine. You fill it to the brim. All aged and mixed. All right. Here. Yeah, this works just fine. Man, that gal's producer was angry as fuck. Trying to negotiate with him was a hassle. I've had less problems dealing with SoCal Justice Warriors. Who? SoCal Justice Warriors, that mafia vigilante group that runs around solving crimes in swimsuits? Oh yeah, those artificially blonde, artificially tan folks with big blunt objects. Yeah. They're an interesting group, you know? They only accept people born or raised in South California and go through hellish training on a daily basis. Sorry, I skipped over that. I tripped over that line because no one calls it South California. They call it Southern California. Guess that's the way it goes. Okay. They have to. No normal person can run around in swimsuits in cold weather. They have an interesting view on the world and how it works, but they're pretty sensitive too. Too many outlets have insulted them in the past, and they're trigger-happy against defamation. I've had a dozen guys in Speedos talking to me about some news while flaunting their bags of batteries. And they were still more polite than that producer guy. Think about it. Watching a banana hammock move at the same time as a bag of batteries was more pleasant. My mind is boggling at what he's trying to describe. I'm pretty sure there's a banana hammocks and bags of batteries audience somewhere, though. Well, I'm out. Thank you. Please come again. Yeah. That was tiring. Hey, Jill, I think I have a problem. Don't tell me. Yep, I can't take the helmet off. Yeah, very funny. Did you check the internet for help? How to take off a Valkyrie-type White Knight helmet is not precisely a common query, you know? I could break it, but I don't want to damage a client's property. What, did you run out of air? I just realized you served a Valkyrie in Valhalla. Shit, don't scare me like that. I don't think you can run out of air with this helmet. What are you going to do? I know someone that might help me. I'll give her a call. Let's see, where was her number? Oh, here it is. Hey, Iris, I need some unclogging advice. Iris? I've heard Chief call her a couple of times. Maybe she's a friend? More importantly, will Chief be fine? She will. Even if there's no God or Buddha, you can always trust the boss. Yeah, let's just hope you're right. Hey, honey, can you see me? Ah, Dorothy. Yeah, I can see you. Why? Really? Man, did they sell me the wrong stuff? Who sold you what? Jill, I'm going out for a bit to buy a screwdriver and bacon and... I kind of want to see that solution. Are you talking to yourself again? No, I'm not. Hello. Oh, hello, Dorothy, wherever you are. I'll be back in a bit then. She didn't see you? Oh, I get it now. They sold me a Vic jammer, not an optic camouflage system. Care to explain? Have you seen those pics or videos of someone stripping or undressing? But I mean the ones where the clothes are the only thing you see and the other person is invisible. Come again. There's people out there with a fetish for invisible people, where you can only see a few articles of clothing floating about. I was trying to find something that would let me cater to that fetish, but my contact misunderstood my request. I asked him to bring me something that would make me invisible, and he did. But I'm only invisible to cameras. Even then, wouldn't your clothes be invisible too with such a jammer or something? You have a point. Oh well, I'll work something out. Maybe I'll get a nano camo module. Nano camo? A surveillance camera? Haven't you heard of nano camo? They're a military technology company that recently branched to civilian applications. They use nanotechnology to make fabric or other materials take any color or texture you want. You could order a module from them and change the colors of clothes, walls, or tables with it. Sounds interesting. Maybe I'll look it up. What does that have to do with what you want, though? If I remember correctly, they have a module that makes things almost invisible to the human eye. It was quite pricey last I checked, though. Almost to the human eye? Well, it's not perfect. If you move, you'd be an eerie surroundings-colored blob. And when Lilum see things different, and we Lilum see things differently, so it's ineffective against us. Still, it might be what I need. Now, what was that about talking to yourself again? Nothing important. What are you having? I'm in a good mood, so give me a piano woman. Sure. One piano woman. Thanks. I love these ones, you know. I keep them for special occasions, whenever I'm feeling good or when I need to get out of a slump. And today? Today I feel good. That's nice. Okay then, how's this for a bonus payment? Oh, the ticket from Friday. Can't believe I still remember that. That guy was so nice in giving it to me. Too bad it was filled to the brim with dogs. I would have enjoyed the drink here otherwise. I don't think this ticket should be valid. But then again, they were improvised, so there isn't really a contract involved or anything. You know, if you're lonely enough to start talking to yourself, we could hit an arrangement. Keep me fed, and I'll keep you company. You'll still need to pay if you want to get naughty, though. I think I'll pass. I already have a cat that does all that. Do you pay him to be... Finish that sentence, and I'll make sure you truly become invisible. Fine. Consider this a standing offer, though. Oh, hey, John. Ah, Dorothy. Didn't see you here last Friday. I was dealing with some stuff over the weekend. And Monday. Yeah. Was it a girl? I wish. What did you do? I'd rather not talk about it. Hey, honey, what did he do? Jill's been a complete mystery for as long as I've known him. His past is like a nebulous mass that tries to bite him every once in a while. Nebulous? You hear so much random stuff, it's hard to make connections about what's happened when. And, people lie. Does your boss know about it? She said I'm not one to judge. Seems like she knows what the hell's going on. I think I'm better off not knowing. It's not really that necessary, and it's a pain to think about. I'm right here, you know. Did I tell any lies? No, but never mind. Oh yeah, about your boss. Why was she wearing a helmet? She found it. She put it on. Now she's stuck. Oh yeah. Randomly putting on stuff you find is problematic. No shit. I mean, there's this girl that wanted to see if she could use a glass bottle as a bit early for these stories, don't you think? I went to my British accent for a moment. Nope. By the way, it's weird that I didn't see you yesterday. I have a job too, you know. Yeah, but you usually come before you start. Did you miss me that much? Yesterday was a bit different. I worked the entire day. I don't know if I should ask. Oh, it was weird, but not kinky weird. The guy paid me to spend all day pretending to be his daughter. Really? Yeah, I go to his house at 11 a.m., dress as requested, and spend all day there. Play some games, occasionally tell him I love him, go to bed when ordered, and leave. Nothing sexual. I used to expect him to push me against the ground and have his way with me. But after 3 years, it's unlikely that'll happen. 3 years? Yeah, 1 day a year for 3 years now. Oh, but this last year he also wanted me to play the part on his daughter's birthday. Wait a second. Does he have a daughter or not? Had. Seems she died 4 years ago. Oh. Yep, I seem to attract that kind of people for some reason. What kind of people? No, Betty, I said nothing. Give me a moonblast, would you? Sure. One moonblast coming right up. All right. Here. There's something interesting about this drink. I don't actually like it, but I can't stop drinking them. Oh, that's just the heroin I put in there. It tastes like a bit of sugar drowned in pure alcohol. Small wonder you feel like that. Hey, did you see something about a concert outside? A concert? Yeah, now that you mention it, I remember seeing a line near the stadium a couple blocks away. They couldn't take their eyes off of me, so I took photos with them. Oh. What? Why do you ask? Someone was here just a minute ago. Seems he was interviewing the star of the show. Really? What kind of person is this star? Some girl. He didn't tell me her name. Seems she's a king-class Chia? Oh. What's with that reaction? Nothing. It's just that the Chias are the model that comes after mine. Really? Yeah, they think they're so important because they have more sensitivity points in their skins. And because their voice modulators are more advanced. They do. No, I'm just kind of jealous that they do. I had to mod myself to have what they have from the get-go, you know? Wait, they don't make DFC-72s like you anymore? My line is quite alive and well, thank you very much. The difference with the Chia is mostly that they sacrifice functionality for appearance. They don't have an expansion port in their heads, and their senses and abilities are more akin to those of humans. They're mostly for human stand-ins, while my line is slightly more work-oriented. Huh, I see. Oh yeah, I think I saw the concert poster outside the bar. Poster? You work here, you should know which one. I kind of forget things on that entryway from time to time, all because of Dee Dee and Go-Go. Wait, aren't those the names of the characters from Waiting for Godot? Well, there's Vladimir, which I thought was Dee Dee, and Estragon, which I thought Go-Go. Is that right? Am I making a classical reference at a stupid time? Anyway, continuing. Who? The vending machines outside. They blabber so much I've learned to ignore anything on the door. Oh, and here I was wondering why their volumes were reduced so much. They're interesting to talk with. They just talk so much. You can actually get physically sick from listening to them for too long. Good evening, Jill. Welcome to... Does that happen a lot? Not really. It would happen less if Jill would just let people call her Jules. Call me Jules and I'll make sure every time you sit you'll hear the cling of your shaker. Fine. I'll be with you in a minute, Jamie. Just let me finish here. Sure, no hurry. Hello, sailor. Hello, young lady. Just call me Dorothy. You're Jamie, right? Nice to meet you, Dorothy. Hey, let me buy you a drink. Oh, I couldn't let you do that. I insist. I got a hefty bonus the other day, and today I'm in a good mood. I suppose it'd be impolite of me to reject. Sure, I'll take your offer. Yay! Honey, I'll have a big sunshine cloud. I'll be fine with just a gut punch. Come on, don't be stingy. Ask for something more expensive. I'd rather not. Man, that girl puts me on edge with the way she addresses people. Okay then, let me get your orders. One big sunshine cloud. All right, sunshine cloud. Okay. I think that's right. On the rocks and blended. Okay. I may have done that wrong, but we'll find out, won't we? Here and here. Thank you. All in order. Thank you, Dorothy. Don't mention it. And thank you, Jill. It's my job. Hey, Dorothy, may I ask you something, private? If you need a price list, I have a convenient card with updated fees. I can give you a discount if you pay for the room or invite me to dinner. No, thank you. It's not about that. Then go ahead. I don't think you can ask me something I've never been asked before. Is it true that the DFC-72 line leaves tracking nanomachines in the other person after, well, after they violate every hole in your body regardless of its original purpose? Yes. That's a semi-myth that nobody has tried to dispel. It's true, but also not true at the same time. Care to explain? We do have tracking nanomachines, but they're released when the body enters alert mode. When we're being assaulted or the like. That way the authorities can chase down the attacker. It's kind of buggy, though. We've heard stories of DFC-72s who marry, get nervous on the wedding night, and BAM! Their partners end up spending the honeymoon in jail. I see. And besides, I modded myself so much that if any tracking nanomachines were still being released, I'd have to commend their tenacity, to be honest. There's also this urban myth that those nanomachines help improve performance, but that's just silly. Now I get to ask you something. Sure, go ahead. How much of you is still organic? Just enough that my skin still heals over time. Come on, you know that's not what I mean. I'll tell you that and nothing more, young lady. Fine, see if I care. Honey, I'm going. I'll leave you with the meanie. Thank you, please come again. That girl's something else, huh? She's so earnest about what she does that it's kind of hard not to root for her. She also has no qualms about anything whatsoever, and that becomes a problem from time to time. Okay, I'm done here. Right, I'm gonna go and take my... Jill, I need your girly hands for a second here. Coming! Sorry, can you take care of him while I help her? Sure, no problem. I apologize if I'm taking time from your break. Nah, don't worry. Sorry you'll have to deal with me. Alright, I think it's probably, unless I really can't. It doesn't look like I can. I can't save right now, so I'll keep on going until that part's over. Not too much longer. You're no problem, Jill. Yeah, but you usually seem to have a blast when Jill's the one serving you. Gills. Anyway, do you want something else? Can you make me a Mars Blast? That I can. Mars... Here. Bitter and mind-numbing, just like war. Have you been to war? Life's a war we fight every day, Jill. So, you haven't been to a war. Not to an official one, at least. There's something I've been wondering for a while now. What could that be? First, it was how a professional assassin could be so polite and pleasant to be around. But I guess your line of work doesn't have to have any bearing on your personality. Thanks a lot. What I've often wondered is about how you can be so calm here. Aren't you worried about police or the like? Well, first of all, I try to keep everything as clean as possible. Second, I don't come here looking for trouble, so I don't raise suspicion. And finally, you can thank your boss for easing my mind about other folk. My boss? I see what she's done. I feel safe here. She could take care of things if I went haywire. Haywire? You? Don't mind that. Hard not to mind it if you just said, You wouldn't happen to know how she got her mechanical arm, would you? I heard she lost her original fight in a cyborg wrestler that had gone rogue. Just a rumor, though. Damn, I still don't know then. Have you tried asking her? She told me it's more interesting if it's left a mystery. Which leads me to believe that she might have started some of the rumors herself. They're believable because she's her. Maybe I'll see her in action one day. You should. It's quite the show. Good news, Jill. The helmet came off and you can take your break. Finally. It's always a pleasure, Jamie. Thank you, Jill. Boss, break. All right. Okay, we're saving, and we're going to sign off because it is 12:10, 12 whatever, 12 something. 12 close enough that I don't really want to be awake any longer. That kind of thing. It is now safe to keep playing. It's also safe to close. All right. Well, thank you very much. It's been a wonderful night. It's nice to have you around again, Wobbin, and hope you come back again for non-Quern games. I will, as usual, please follow me on Discord and Twitter and other stuff like that below so you know what's going on. My Discord will be getting more people around in the near future, I think, because of, well, reasons. We're doing some interesting stuff behind the scenes, and we'll see what happens. But for right now, I will be back next Sunday, and tonight I should host someone. If you have any opinion for what I should host, feel free to toss it up here. Or who I should host, I suppose, not what. Man, I just always use the wrong pronouns. Few people, no one who's doing anything that's really awesome here. That's not retro. You lie. Yeah, no one coming up with anything that's really crazily entertaining there. You have any opinions there? If not, I'll probably just try to host someone that I know who has fewer followers here. All right, I'll toss it over to Easy Sweeps right now. Someone, I forget why it came up, but I thought it would be cool. So anyway, hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you on Sunday.